play the way you want me to play, apparently. But yeah, I'm pretty excited for a new Outbreak Easter egg. I'm just excited for the new Cold War season. I've been playing here and there in my free time, just to like level up guns when there's double XP and stuff. You know, level up. Just, I have all of like the skill tiers upgraded now. I was gonna say that, but I have all of them maxed out now. You know, tier 5 everything like a real gamer on Cold War Zombies. But yeah, Season 4 is going to be exciting. We're going to get an Outbreak Easter egg at the start of the season, and then that's going to be really fun because we'll have, you know, you'll be able to boot up Outbreak, and depending on how you feel during that game, you can, like, do a high round. You can do, like, a round 10 speed run. You can do one Easter egg, or you can do the other Easter egg. Just, like, you can boot up a game of Outbreak and do so much already in its current state, and just even more when they add in a new Easter egg. I think Outbreak, you know, I've had a fair amount of disagreement on like Twitter, Discord, on my Twitch stream about this, but I say a lot. Outbreak is by far my favorite thing in Cold War Zombies right now. Like Firebase Z and D Machina are both solid, you know, enjoyable enough experiences, sure, but like Outbreak, I actively have a ton of fun playing. Like I think Outbreak is just such a flexible mode that has so much replay value. And I'm excited to see how it looks by the end of Cold War season, with them like continuously updating it the way they have been up to this point. I think it'll be in a really good state by the end of the year, and depending on how good the round-based maps they put out for the rest of the season are, it could very well remain like the best part of Cold War Zombies. Which, being the best part of Cold War Zombies means that you're just the best part of Cold War, if we're all being honest, because, like, come on. Cold War campaign, it's, like, B tier. Cold War multiplayer, it's also, like, B tier. It's good. The game all around is, like, good, not great. Zombies is, like, great, not perfect, I would say, in its current state. Cold War Zombies, like, I mean, what's there, like, systems-wise, is perfect. I think Cold War Zombies, and I've said this plenty on my stream, Cold War Zombies has the potential to be the best zombies we've ever gotten, but the maps just have to get better by the end of the season. Like, Firebase Z and D Machina are both, like, solid B-tier experiences, but neither of them are, like, maps that are gonna blow you away, you know? Neither of them are gonna be these crazy new experiences that you haven't had before in Zombies. They're both just going to be like solid, casual experiences. I think the Outbreak Easter egg difficulty-wise, and like I use the word casual there in a negative sense, which is kind of how I feel generally. I think casual is good for the game. Casual isn't good for me, and I know that casual isn't good for a lot of my viewership. Like, I'm a more hardcore player. Most people who are watching, like, me and my sort of stuff on Twitch are also more hardcore players. Like, I think casual experience is great for getting this new community built up, but I think there has to be a balance. Like, BO3 did a great job of, like, bringing in new players and satisfying old players. You know, you had the Giant and Shadows at launch, and it's like, if you want a hardcore experience, play Shadows. Even the hardcore players didn't like Shadows at launch, so everyone just played the Giant. Then we got Riese, that was a map that could be played in both ways. Then we got Zet, which was another hardcore experience. Then we got Gorod, which was a casual experience. And then we got Rev, which was another casual experience, but like whatever. And then Chronicles had a good mix as well. It's like, BO3 was just this great mix of casual and hardcore content. And it's like everyone could enjoy BO3's season. I have so many friends who started playing COD Zombies in BO3 and who still would agree with me. And I know that generally a lot of people in the community just agree that like BO3 was, oh, I thought that was my CZ Akimbo, not my 1911s. Big yikes. Okay. I know that generally people would say like BO3 was the peak of the Zombies community, clearly. I mean, really, during BO3, the Zombies community was just built different. It truly was just built different back then. It was on this level of just absolute insanity. Am I allowed to use the traps? I'm gonna say no. I'm gonna say traps are not allowed because it is pistol and knife challenge. It's like if I have 0 ammo, then I have to fall back on the knife. I normally would just use that trap to like speed up the game with the spawns coming from that window outside of it. But it doesn't really matter. I've still got, you know, I haven't had a problem coming up with stuff to talk about yet. I kind of would have expected to by this point, but hey, here I am still talking about whatever the fuck is coming out of my mouth at this point. Man, BO3's community was actually crazy. Like back then, just looking back at how good we had it, that was insane. Like if I had known that the zombies community would never even come close to that again, I would have cherished that so much more. Because like, holy shit. I mean, as far as like me making content, I started during Infinite Warfare season, because I started between like Infinite Warfare's launch and the Zombies and I almost said Zombies in Space. The Zombies Chronicles launch. My first stream ever was BO2 Origins. It was the day before Zombies Chronicles came out, and I accidentally... Okay, here's the whole story, because I can't just short version this now. Now that I brought it up, I have to tell the full story because I'm an annoying bitch like that. But it was the day before Chronicles, and me and my boy Sam, who I mentioned earlier, we're playing some Origins, as we did, because Origins was goated. You know, Origins is like, dude, quality, okay? Also, for YouTube people who might not know, because I don't think I've ever said it on YouTube, Origins is, hands down, my favorite zombies map ever. Like, it's... My second favorite is Riese, but Riese doesn't even come close. It doesn't even come close to Origins for me. Anyway... You know, it was the night before Chronicles came out. Me and Sam were playing some Origins. Our friend Alex, who we haven't talked to in years now, but our friend Alex was like, hey, I've never seen Origins. What's it like? And we were like, or I said, Xbox, because we were on Xbox at the time, Xbox just got this new streaming thing that's like built in and like so easy to use. Let me just stream it to you. And he was like, oh, that's actually a great idea. It was essentially like how, you know, me and the boys would use like a Discord stream now. It was how I used what was called at the time Beam back then. And if you don't know what Beam is, or was I should say, Beam later, while I was actively using it, would get renamed to Mixer. So, it was Mixer before it was Mixer, like when it had just come out. And it was fully integrated into Xbox by default. So I was like, let me stream Origins to you. And he's seeing it, he's like, wow, this map looks pretty cool. And then like random people started coming into my chat. I didn't even like have a title. Like literally, if you were on the BO2 page, you would have just seen like my Xbox Live gamertag and profile picture, along with no title, just blank, and it would have said like Black Ops 2, and you would have seen some random thumbnail of Origins. And because Beam was so new and it was built into the Xbox dashboard, like people actually showed up. Because literally no one was streaming zombies. Like, I was probably one of 2 people, if even. And on top of that, it was Origins, and who doesn't love some Origins? And the hype for Chronicles was there, like, just all around, it was like, you know, it was kind of the perfect random event for me in my life. Where I was just streaming, and people started coming into chat, and they were talking, and I was like, oh, you know, hey, what's up? And I would reply to them. I wasn't really focused on it. I was more just playing a game with a friend. But by the end of the night, you know, I ended stream and I had like 30 followers. And I was like, okay, that was kind of wild. And if I had to guess, just going off of memory, I would say I might have averaged like 9 or 10 viewers for that stream. It was like